You to another Face of Ingham County here on Studio 10. You recognize this one. This one's Sarah Pierce, who does our 517 living segments with us. But we wanted to give you a little bit of insight of who Sarah is. You know, you've seen her here on Studio 10, but you are a Face of Ingham County. So tell me a little bit about 517 living and all the stuff you've created in the area.
Sure. So I have what many people are familiar with from our 517 day segments, but I have a business called 517 Living. And the primary platform for 517 Living is the website, which has an event calendar, which I'm hoping to make this the hub calendar for the Greater Lansing area. So I hope that someday people can go there and find every single event that is going on in the entire Greater Lansing area. And right now, there's a lot to offer on there. The main focus of 517 Living is just promoting local goodness and helping people fall in love with living in the Greater Lansing area.
I like that. And you said you hope the calendar becomes the main stop, and I think it already is. I mean, there's so many events on there. I like that. So what's been your inspiration behind creating this? You know, being able to connect people with events. Why did you want to do that?
Yeah, I think, you know, I realized when I started 517 Living that, you know, I was planning on living in the area for a while, and I really wanted to get the most out of it. Because at that time, you know, you would hear people, especially more back then, people saying all the time, there's nothing to do in Lansing. Lansing's so lame. And as soon as they had the opportunity, you know, whether it be graduating from high school, graduating from college, people were fleeing the area to all the cooler places. And I was thinking, you know, I think that there is a lot to offer in the Greater Lansing area. I think that people just have a hard time connecting with it. And businesses sometimes are intimidated to host events because they feel like no one's going to show up because they don't know how to promote them. So this was kind of a platform for connecting the local businesses, the local organizations and event planners with the community. So it's kind of mutually beneficial. And for me, it's really been life enhancing. I've really fallen in love with living in the Greater Lansing area. I live in Mason myself, but I've discovered so many unique people and businesses and events, and I have a lot more fun now than I used to.
Yeah, it's really thriving and a great stop for people looking for something to do. So talk to me a little bit about what's kept you in the area for so long. You talked about, you know, some people were fleeing and leaving. What's kept you here?
I mean, I love Michigan. I think for people who haven't lived in Michigan before, they're missing out. I mean, we have the 4 beautiful seasons. We have, you know, we're just a stone's throw from a beautiful, like some of the most popular, beautiful areas in the world, and like Mackinac Island up there. You can go down south, go to Detroit. You're just a stone's throw from all these great places. But here, you have such this like comfortable, small town, like lovable Michigan vibe. There's so many benefits to living in the Greater Lansing area. And I think I've seen in the past, probably especially the past decade, there has just been so many different cool businesses popping up, and local artists are finally getting to the point where they're coming, well, not local artists, but artists from other areas.
Absolutely. So where are we going to find you on a Friday night or a Saturday morning in the area? Where's your favorite places to frequent?
I try to mix it up, although I have some, you know, go-to spots. I try to look at the calendar and kind of try new things that we haven't tried before every time. Like the other weekend, we went to a murder mystery masquerade dinner. We had no idea what to expect, and when we left, we're like, that was an experience, you know? Now we know what a murder mystery dinner is, and we had a lot of fun, met cool people. So it's always different.
Yeah, checking out that calendar brings you some different events to think about. So,
yeah.
All right, so to wrap things up, if you think of the word home, is there a specific word or phrase that comes to mind when you think of the word home?
I think of, you know, I think animals, because I think that, and most pet lovers would know this and agree that when you have pets, it kind of adds this whole different level. And my husband and I, we don't have kids, but we love animals. We have a kitten, we have a dog, and I wouldn't say that's the only word that sums up our home, but that's one word that comes to mind.
Yeah, that completes a home for some people, right? Is having your fur babies around you. So yeah. It's been so nice to get to know you a little bit more, a little bit different side of you, Sarah. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Holly.
All right, stick around. Studio 10 continues after this.
Have a